Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another album review tonight, and this is gonna be the second to last album that I'll be reviewing. And then I think after that I'll do an EP review for Flora Cash's new extended play I'm gonna check out. That is coming out officially at midnight, so I'm gonna check that out and probably review it over the weekend. But this album is going to be for Maroon 5's long-awaited studio album for Jordi. And I'm reviewing the extra tracks with it, the deluxe edition tracks. So, yeah. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album. I think I heard it about twice now. And let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I think this is a decent album. I'm not crazy about Maroon 5 as I was back then. Um, they were good. I think the V album was their last best album that I pretty much was for a while. With the Animals track, the Maps, um, It Was Always You. I really like It Was Always You. That was actually a really good one by Maroon 5. It was very pop-ish, but it was a very pop track, but I personally thought it was not a bad one. Uh, Now they've kind of sold out to this radio friendly kind of pop, mainstream pop or whatever, so they're very mainstream now, and I'm a little disappointed in Maroon 5 that they sold out to that kind of sound. Because they used to be a normal rock band back in the day. Now they're just or rock, alternative rock, pop, whatever you call them. But Beautiful Mistakes was not a bad song. That was not that bad with Megan Thee Stallion in it. Lost was another song that I felt was alright, but seemed to drag on for almost 3 minutes, but was kind of going nowhere. It wasn't a bad song, but I just felt that the song didn't have a lot of Adam Levine did not sound like he was very hyped up for this song, I guess you could say. Echo was not a bad one featuring Black Bear in it. That I really thought was not a bad song. Lovesick was decent, not my favorite one. And so was Remedy. Remedy fell short a bit. But the one song that I kinda hate is Seasons. Um, Pretty much Adam Levine is trying to rap in this song. I think the beat's fine, but with his mumbling, it's retarded. I'm like, you're just fucking embarrassing yourself with this mumble rap shit that you're trying to do with this song Seasons. It just was an embarrassment of a song. So, nope, didn't like the song. Um, I thought it was okay, but no, I really did not like Seasons that much. Uh, Maybe it'll probably be on my worst songs of 2021. Uh, I gotta listen to it a few more times, but no, I really didn't like that song. Uh, for the runtime it was going for, I was just like, come on, end the fucking song, kind of shit. Uh, get to the end of the fucking song. But One Light was not a bad one. It brings the album back to life a little bit. Convince Me Otherwise is not a bad song. Nobody's Love was decent. Can't Leave You Alone featuring Juice World, which I don't understand why they're still featuring Juice World in certain songs or using his name for fame when clearly he passed away almost 2 years ago and the record companies are trying to make money off his posthumous albums. And I'm like, Fucking greedy ass sons of bitches. The music company is. They're just evil. They're just scornishing his memory. That's not cool. Or tarnishing his memory, or whatever you call it. Memories is not a bad song. Memories remix is not bad either. I didn't hate it. Button and Lifestyle. Lifestyle was. I'm not that crazy about that song, but it's average. So overall, I think Maroon 5's Jordi was. I guess it was decent, but there's one song on there that I really don't like that I could just hit the skip button, and that's Seasons. That song I fucking hate. I did not like Adam Levine's rapping in it. It really brought down how the song was going to execute. And yeah, and if you're still wondering what this is, it's because I bursted a blood vessel this last weekend. Uh, and it was in my eye or whatever. It really sucks. But sorry that it looks very red. It's still healing, but it's going to take a little bit longer to heal. First score, I think I'm going to give Maroon 5's Jordi a 7 out of 10. It's decent. There's some moments where it's chill and not too bad. And then there's one song that kind of brings the rating down quite a bit. I was going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, but I'm just going to be nice and give him a 7. Because it's a decent album. I'm not that crazy about Maroon 5 as I was back in the day. But the last album I liked, I did not like Red Pill Blues that much. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't special. There were certain songs on there that I felt. There was that song Girls Like You, and I'm like, oh god, not that fucking song. I'm like, ugh, it's not a good song. And they're just very mainstream pop nowadays, and I think they really sold out, in my personal opinion. But keep in mind, it's just my opinion. If you've seen them from 2002, and then they made the album with Wake Up Call, I forgot what the album was called, but you'll have to remind me in the comment section below. With the singles Wake Up Call, I Won't Go Home Without You, which those were pretty good songs. I really liked them back in the day with that, and Misery too. The album Hands All Over, which was not a bad album. There were some pop influence tracks in it. But after album number 5, the V album, that's where they really, really started to sell out, in my personal opinion. So they're a bunch of fucking sellouts now, in my personal opinion. But I guess this album's decent enough to be on my decent to good albums of this year. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Maroon 5 album, Jordi, if you've heard it. And if you like this new album review, and keep in mind, I'm trying not to be too critical with this band. I just don't really like them as much as I did back in the day. Back in like almost mid 2010s. That's when I started really liking them a little bit more, and then they just started to water down for me. It started to go downhill for me with their songs, and I'm like, not that good. But if you did like this album review, hopefully you did, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you tomorrow for the AFI Bodies album review, and then Flora Cash's EP review that I'm going to check out over the weekend and do some movie reviews by the weekend. I think I'm going to do the Quiet Place Part 2 movie review this weekend, and possibly Cruella when I come around to it. because I really want to watch the Cruella movie with Emma Stone in it. I hope it's a good one. Because I've heard some reviews where it's not bad. Uh, yeah, but I just got a notification from my YouTube uh, thing with a comment. Uh, yeah, but I hope you did enjoy this album review. Sorry that I did mention that they were sellouts. I personally think they are, but that's just my opinion. That Maroon 5 are sellouts because they don't have a lot of drum work in their songs anymore. It's just electronic pop beats with it, with their songs now, and it's very generic, it's very formulaic, and it doesn't go anywhere uh, with how they're trying to sound with the guitars and the drum work. Nope, it's really watered down for me with how their songs are going to sound. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I felt when I was listening to their newer stuff by Maroon 5. But definitely stay safe, take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this album review, and I'll see you in my next video.